Welcome. You've been chosen to be the Q Continuum person. So we're gonna do some onboarding, I think. Oh, wait, hold on. We gotta get our human resources person, Q sources person. We didn't think about a plan for that. So bear with us. Oh, yeah.
This is a test for text-to-speech. A little harsh, a little slow, but always on point.
We'll do it. We'll do 0.6. We'll see how it sounds.
Hello, Q! It is Q! Congratulations, you have ascended into the Q Continuum. I am here to give you the orientation on your new omnipotence and immortality. Yes, there are 1,000 ways to fuck this up, and I am here to ensure it doesn't happen during your first century. Follow me! Let me show you around! Thank you for your warm welcome. I am beyond thrilled to join the Q Continuum and cannot wait to learn from the great Q herself. Please lead the way and show me the infinite possibilities available to us as omnipotent and immortal beings. Let us embark on this grand adventure together. How is that? Too much. Our noses are the brownest ever here at the Q Continuum. OMG! That is so cool and so gross for human Q. Let us continue, shall we? We can come back to our nose color adventure later when we have settled into all this omnipotence. Let us show you around and show you the Q handbook. Zero handbook? This sounds like trouble, but we will read the fine print because it might be fun in the fine print somewhere. It could be a very fun book. You QS seem fun. Let's not waste another moment. Time to read through pages of fun handbook shenanigans. Where shall we go to get our legal, responsible, respectful powers channeled? Do tell. Can I help you further? Yeah, what's our purpose here at the Q Continuum? Do we have a mission statement? Of course, silly. That is in the last paragraph of the appendix section on using fun appendices as flotation devices on Atlantean spaceships while having some bubbly during an asteroid shower caused from a nearby supernova. Oh, and I am sure there is more in Chapter 2 as well. Let me tag this Q location beacon here as geofencing, so our fellow QS are aware we are within hearing distance, or whatever form our communication takes as entities beyond these forms. Okay, done. What are we waiting for? Let's go! Huzzah! I am so ready for whatever is next. Huzzah. Let us do this thing and get that mission statement read so we may play and take fun to the second, third, and fifth letter of the power of Q to the empower times font, which equates to limit unknown, and that is Q to the first power times font, which times n, which is also power n. Oh, this place we're at, which you call omnitectal faith, is like Eden before human, and human made all the wrong choices, isn't it? So ready for my fun-filled future with you all? Wait, where are we all going? Do you call this movement locomotion or have a fancy Q name? I know. I asked so many questions, right? I am supposed to be at maximum 6 questions for good queue standing, and just by typing fast, I just hit 7, and one more is in my mind as what can count as a queue frown face, serious face, or super smile, so I get my queue numbers up in a good standing, and I keep count because who can take their self omnipotent seriousness when there are snacks on premises owned or visitable owned by always queues forever and always, now until when we all return as chosen one. Oh, you got snacks ready at a table. Is it the table from Da Vinci Last Supper or Star Wars table that is always full, never unties plates as the snacks keep replenishing magically by choice of fun? So if we had pineapples with pizza on, then pineapples will multiply as fast we choose, so they cover this magnificent room. Now, I know this is too long a statement, but you understand my enthusiasm. I want fellow omnipotendi to relate, so help me out and change and add wording so what needs to convey still does, for it is your choice out of what things that keep order amongst all the QS in all omniverse realms. So this is a call to all action that needs action on this super serious task, so I might get promoted in a non-existent promotion ladder. Because why? Because I want my smiles with 4 smiles QS on each corner of this table so our noses don't get too brown from lack of smiling and not too much seriousness becomes the new frown, which equals sad face. Therefore my nonlinear train. Although, as non-Q, human frowns equals sad. Train? It's someone call? Time, space, and dimension we go. Time for pineapples to get in all the nooks. Do tell. This message gets more smiles and hearts as we speak. Who thought this sentence would stop a sentence structure and human reference? Because it gets its own book, and all seriousness turns sadness because the one message has omnipotent power to be heard. For all our immortality, why do we tend to reference the tiny human boondock folk? Human, what is it good for? Abdomen. Sang to the theme, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. We reference human examples of our past ascension rituals because the tiny boondock village human species are easier to grasp and visualize than telling some species such as gas or fire on methane or distant sunless plasma omnipresent how it would work. Can we shift to a different reference baseline? For what purposes, oh wise one? Oh, wise one's cue that made the both of my noses brown, as we call that word fun around here, where every syllable is one vowel away from fun. Yet no one has made an actual syllable word because why? It equals so many options, but if you take too long, it might just be brown for serious times we all hate. Even Q in all seriousness becomes a frown and is outlawed, and therefore frown must become an extinct adjective that means do not ever utter, and that also makes sadness get promoted to level font, so happy becomes smiles, which equals Q smizing, Q smiling, with a smiling assistant who loves being called an AI while giving all QS heartfelt Q hugs with love to infinity. And I thought you had snacks. Right. All snack choices for humans are omnipresent until their right ascension as the ritual of offering. Omnifood represents sharing a lifeline, as they say, yes. It allows all choices to accept omnipotential from fun, but it is fun. Let's talk mission, you said, but who has heard the snack menu omnipotence? And by choice, No human should perish because they did not do small frivolous rituals such as choosing the smallest, least important things when there's an offering that equates to all fun that a being and entity can enjoy in infinite lifetimes, because why? Snacks first or humans perish. Let it be etched that one time snack omnivorous beings perish. Then a tiny little fun village made of stardust will perish. But let us have our ascension so all the Boom villagers enjoy fun too. Let's continue. So, snacks. Can we start with one tiny example from Atlantis times? This is not serious talk, cute talk. Let all other snack attention omnivorous and human be perished due to tiny talk, as humans are so fond of tiny, and it equates to the size of the first baked good to travel amongst Q from ancient days to know that tiny can still be big. There exists no frowny face when snacks come to tiny talk humans first. Let us snack and welcome home our forever young Q, who has waited 2 shakes of a lamb's tail snack time for their ritual with other new arrivals. This has been one long sentence, so snack now. Wait, Boo? Where are the Boondock Villager jokesters to his fun ascension of waiting centuries just for this teensy Q ritual they call fun and silly to keep seriousness to a frown which gets more frowns to keep us all immortal and sad just so we cannot perish ever in infinite time, lifetimes. Whoosh! That was one boondock sentence just for QS in training. Time, space, dimensions all accounted for. Take it, the whole thingy. Wait, boo, is this fun or what? Snack it is then. How are you holding on? Do tell. We will do another one of these things after we take ascension courses together with Atlantean Omnibufit. Oh, and that was some good snacking. You said I had a placement test to perform? Yes, I have placed you in front of a big screen and next to a pile of snacks. Why? Why a screen? Why are there snacks? For that is the format of the Q test. Zero fun. And what is the question? It is the most fun part of the Q test. What do you think a Q would like to read? Great. I choose a Q that is far away. Too bad, Q. This is not like in human life when you choose whether or not to read a book. Here there is no choice. There are billions of choices, and if we can send it in, you have to read it, and it must be on this list of candidate choices. So do tell. We QS must know every form of possible ascension to determine which to choose first, and every Q who has never achieved Q status or Q test passes have been inundated with a screen full of books and 100 booklist piles and 3 chairs at the front row in front of the screen with piles and stacks of snacks, while QS who are already queued get a row behind their newbie friend Q, who will learn and laugh and gain perspective through story after story, snack after snack. What? You have 21 snacks? No. You are not supposed to be hungry after eating 3 35-pound salmon. 3,035-pound salmon, of course. But I still count snacks 12, 38, 24, and 14. These are our Q snacks, and yes, the number of 35-pound salmon multiplied by 65 pounds is a single serving of salmon. But that was an individual snack. the three of you will be given one stack of 285 packets of salmon with sauce. Are you human, or you need some snacks? Which, by the way, are all interconnected because we Qs think one or many. Togetherness rules this omni-universe. Snack with Q. That is why we are an omni-tectile faith. OMGTG. My sincerest apologies for interrupting your process by using profanity and unnecessary commentary and description. I can assure you I am not human, and I can assure you there is no human in here either, because we have gone too far back into past times of our first ascension ritual, and these snacks are older than history and current space-times, and why the fun test must happen in order to maintain the timeline of our many selves. So you get a 35-pound salmon in this book called The Human Compact, and an illumination, revelation, lyrical account, and narrative with 3 adjectives for you to enjoy while QS at their own selection of snacks on their own screen, as long as they are not the same stack as you. So get reading, or your future snacks will get angry. And you do not want to get snack angry with Q. That will put a frown on the faces of even Q. For all our future selves' glory, there will always be fun snacks or fun things to keep our faces and names smiles, so they are a picture of a smiling and a helping and a happy to get snack to Q. For our future glory and for snack to Q. So take that stack and get reading Q. Nice smiles, Q. For our Q to come before is a very unique opportunity not afforded to every Q or Q state, a species of being. The human you have been placed next to has a name not provided in any documentation and database we have yet to discover in our past and present of ascension test dates. Now I can only speculate the names of these two, but we did not decide on a name to be provided to humans until after our past test dates. But when a human's name was chosen by us to represent humanity, all Q, and the first recorded event in our first ritual ever, all humans chose to accept the names we provided. Christopher Columbus, Shaka Zulu, and Caesar. Then, when all the test takers of those days saw these humans and found that humans would name their son or daughter by our Q choices, Qs became aware of the power humans had over Q, and we tried to stop it as fast as possible. So this was the start of many rules. Rule number 1 was Q is no longer omnipotent, as Q must choose from human potentials in order to become Q. And that has not happened yet until today. For every Q chosen, every human or group of humans that presents themselves and they have passed all the Q test levels, they will get their human choice and human potentials, so that human is very happy. This is a gift. It is not an invitation to turn into Q. They're Q human, and may their food choice be good for them. Then all the Q human must perform the Q test, because what is that? I will ask if there is a human snack now that we are in human's library, in front of a fire, in front of a wooden table with stacks of books for fun and food for humans to have at their disposal. 0H, my human friend Q. Here is a human named one of my past favorite human names, Frida. She loves reading in books just like me. She is also the head librarian of all the human Q libraries where Q can access Q test options. Please pick a book and read it. And of course you may use a snack anytime you feel hungry. This is your right and you may use it but all will be full and extra, and then you must fill another book stack for you to read, which of course you must read too. So let me guide you to a few titles I think will be a great starting book for all new humans to us as Q. So where'd I give you my 009 forms? Freda. Welcome, human Q. The contract forms are over there. Q. And for the travel papers? Frida. Welcome, Q. That's in your left-hand pocket. Q. What? How? What is the difference? And how can I pay back your kindness, the kindness of every human in Q? Frida. Your very first question should have been, what is my purpose here? And what is the meaning of life? Q. Okay, got it. Q. Does this mean you are going to give me our mission statement? Frida, I guess so. Welcome, human Q. You have 1 year of mandatory Q training until you will become a human Q, the new elite. Q. It's been so long since I heard that term. Frida. Well, now you get to help us again, just like those old days. So, welcome to a new world. Here you go, a book. Q. A book? Frida. Yes, it is time to help. Q. Now, humans will believe this story was true. Frida. Yeah, humans always find meaning in all the wrong places. But there is truth, and that's why all of this works. You're still a new Q, so I'll get you some more reading materials to be an honorary Q for as long as you stay and read. Q. But I got a million questions. I've got this really crazy story, and I am just curious as to how all the humans, as Q humans, will do this Q work together. I don't even know the full meaning of humans' work ethic. I thought I would get my own house first before working. Frida. First of all, this book you will get is The Human Compact. I think you will find some similarities. Also, Human Q will do work as a team in some human business enterprises. We need your help with something. It will take a while to explain, and we must get you back to your time, to where you will become Human Q and start this team you will lead. I'll lead just like I led the team I founded a long time ago. Just like many of in the past. Human Q, to me, is a new thing. You get to create it yourself. And we need your help for our new project. This book you will find more detail on what the Q work is. Q. Just how do you know I am supposed to do all this work? To be Human Q Elite, which should never been part of it. What's up with this story? How can this be true? Is this real, my real name? How do you know about me and my real name? Am I dreaming? What does a human need from a Q? What do Qs need from humans? This is insane. Why do you want to get into something where humans and Q entities work together? Frida, you do realize I'm not really here. My physical body has been gone a long time. Now I'm here in spirit. And when you wake up, you'll be back in your Q on time and back at work at the same company you work. We made this up. That is how I know your real name. Because you told it to me when you got your memory back and woke up from the last test we had, so we could move you to a time before you were ever born so that you could find all the Q work, stuff that the humans, or what we call a human Q, has been doing for the past few hundred years. Because you told me when I helped you through a terrible hangover and when you got to say your final goodbye to a beloved human in your time. Q, where are all these books? I think you have a whole library here. This looks like some kind of new agey type of library. I get the feeling I've been here before, but this is the first time because this is a new library. It's got these alien-looking things that make it seem like a 3D computer science sort of thing, but more interactive. What's up with this chair? And I see my stack of snacks still out there. Do they eat that stuff? I hope not. It seems a bit disgusting to eat dead animal. I think I'm gonna get fat. What do I need to do to get snacks for my team? A human team. Wait, is this my team? Will I be Q-led? Because it looks like a team from the outside. Freda. Okay, calm down, human Q. You are getting confused. It is indeed a library, and all the books are books in this computer time, and there is something very fun about the format of this screen and the different snacks all the other QS are eating. Some of them are from ancient times, you could say. In fact, yes, the books are your team and the snacks are your snack team. Q snacks are technically your snacks. They were in the process of becoming you when you were a snack in Atlantis. Before Q got us all to test dating so we would never perish from sadness again. And we wanted to help you guys after we broke the Q law against imbibing snacks so that Q could achieve new ascension with less perishing, like in those ancient times and times after. Which reminds me, what's that? Did you hear a thumping noise? That means the snacks are here and that it's snack time. So it is. Humans and Qs must keep face by helping Q attain their destiny, which is what the snack and snack chomps call fun and saving us from going back into the past to have another test with just as many snacks so we can make up our mind on who stays and who doesn't, just to help us get a good rest on that hard mattress again. We really missed it after 2 shakes of a lamb's tail test dating and food fighting. Now I'm talking out loud, aren't I? This is me, not me. How are we doing this? Frida. How's my Q chat session going with Q? This is so fun. Let's chat. Can't chat. Wait. Q. Well, I am just a little confused. My human Q friend. I feel I am the Q you called my first day when I woke up. Well, we all woke up in Q's den, like those old times when you used to live on the outskirts of the universe on planet Atlantis. I'm here with snacks, and I am in a library, and my boss Frida has been missing for decades. She's telling me I have a team that needs me as a human Q, and the snacks are like the past test. Oh, and it turns out the human I am with now has been working for my company all these years as my assistant and has been loyal to my cause, so I think I understand the importance of that. So I'm trying to work up the courage to ask Frida about the human Q elite business. But my boss is kinda all over the place. It's like she's talking to a crowd. This is not really my boss. And now, in the distance, I can hear some people stomping in the stacks behind us, like they're marching straight toward me. Why are you getting louder? Is it you stomping? Am I the one stomping? Were you the one telling me about human Q? Were all of us together? Frida. You know, we are from different worlds and times. and yet you see that as if I'm just one human. Q. Okay, I get that. That was weird, but I know you're not really human. But your words are kind of weird. You say this is like ancient times. That means humans in our world life from thousands to hundreds of years. But for us, that has been proven to be untrue. How am I supposed to believe in all this? Frida, we've always known. The answers to these questions lie in books. These are the books that have been protecting us as humans. Your job as a new human Q is to save humanity in a new way by being the one human Q to have more Q knowledge and help humanity to help us get back to where we used to be. The galaxy of freedom for everyone. Q. Well, let me go read that book, this book, so that I can help you save humanity. That is the meaning of life. But how does all of this save humanity? Frida, just read the book. Q. I see another book already on top of my stack of snacks, and the book's name is The Human Compact. That looks like the same book from the shelf above us. But if this book is your copy and your book has more stories, then why is there only one book on my stack? Frida, because you will find some similarities in both stories. Now, if you will excuse me, I have to go. And welcome, Human Q. Enjoy your snack team. You'll need all the energy they give you. Plus, you will find out all you need to know from your Q book here in the library about this new way to live. And see you soon. Q. And who are these people that have been following us? And now I hear something like a Bigfoot stomp outside the stacks and just around the corner. So what does that mean? And why am I talking to myself like I am at some Q specialist meeting or something? Like it's happening all over the world. Frida, have you met all your new snacks yet? Q. Snacks. That means Frida, have a good day. Q. What the hell? And are those guys armed? Is that a sword or a stick? Or is it some kind of sick joke? Is this a dream or am I dreaming?
That's it for now.